Hello everyone, you are very welcome to our BSL British Sign Language class today. My name is Anthony. I am BSL teacher and that's what I do. And today I am, as always, with an interpreter who is translating between BSL to spoken English. So if you're joining us for the first time today, you're very welcome to our session. You can see two of us on screen. I'm obviously the teacher, I'm teaching the session, and the interpreter, as I say, is translating, making sure it's accessible for everyone and everyone can follow along. If you're one of our regulars, it's always good to have you back with us again. Great to see you. So I'm based in Belfast, and we always talk about the weather. We must do that. Today it's a bit cloudy and dull in Belfast and a bit miserable, but it's actually not cold for October. It's actually really quite mild, but quite dull. It would be lovely if we could have a lovely blue sky. That's always nice. Hope wherever you're based in the UK, you're having better weather. So let me summarize what we have been doing up to this point. So I've been teaching on this platform every 2 weeks. And we always start in September. So we have actually been running since 2020, since around COVID time. And we have been on the platform for fortnightly from the beginning of the academic year, September, right through until the end of June. And then when we start again in September, we repeat the sessions. So 4 weeks ago, again, at the beginning of the academic year, we started with the alphabet, with greetings, like what is your name and things like that. Then we moved on to some family signs, and then we refreshed the alphabet as well. So the plan for today is that we will learn numbers. So numbers are a very important part of sign language. Obviously, numbers can be used in relation to time, amount of money, how long, things like that. So numbers can be very useful. Let me also just explain, if you're not aware, there are regional differences in sign language throughout different areas of the UK. As I said, I'm based in Northern Ireland, so we have very strong regional signs which we use in our area. But I'm going to use the most commonly used signs that people who are joining us will be using. So hope that's all okay. Hope everyone's had a good week so far. Hard to believe we are already into October. Feels like this has just gone so quickly over the last few weeks. And I think the older you get, the more time just goes really fast. And also when you're busy. But obviously it's very good to keep a positive mental attitude and keep yourself busy. If you do want to make any comments, please use the comments box. I can keep my eye on that as we're going through the session. Some people who are joining on YouTube, I think, can also make comments, but I can't really see those, but the coordinator from the Royal Voluntary Service will, I think, be able to pass those comments to me. So, good morning to Joan. Lovely day with you, lovely sunny day. That sounds lovely. You must be having better weather than us. And also, hi Kellyanne, good morning to you. Good to have you back with us. And Irene, lovely to have you too. If you do want to ask any questions or you want to know any specific signs or anything, please, as always, use the comments box and I can teach you. I'm very flexible. I can teach you any signs you want to know. Okay. So let's just do a little bit of a recap from the last session. We learned family signs, and if you can't remember them, don't worry. What you can do is you can go back and refresh yourselves on the last session. If you scroll down, you will be able to see the session a few weeks ago with me teaching the family signs. And also you will see the session from 4 weeks ago as well, when we started at the beginning of the academic year, when we did the alphabet. So you can catch up in your own time and refresh yourselves on those signs. So we will do a quick recap, as I say, on the family signs first. So this is our sign for family, 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 mother or mum, dad or father. So mum, dad, brother, sister, brother, sister. So here is the question. You, brother, sisters, have. So have you any brothers or sisters? So that's the sign for have. So in BSL, let's do it again. It's you, brother, sisters, have. You, brother, sisters, have. I have one brother and two sisters. And again, the question, you, brother, sister, have. Do you have brothers and sisters? And the answer, I have one brother and two sisters. Your mother's name is what? My mother's name is Emma. Your father's name is what? My dad's name is Mark. So when I say, what is your dad's name? I'm pointing to where I have set up my imaginary person. So in English, you would say brother's name with an S. So we don't tend to use that in BSL. We set them up in an imaginary space in front of us, and then we refer back to that. I don't know if you maybe remember the first session where I talked about our use of pointing and referencing. So it's me and you and he and she and they. So hopefully you remember that. So we have them set up in front of us. So if I'm talking about my brother, I've got him set up in front of me and I'm referring to him, and then I refer back to him. He loves running. Again, he's tall. So that's part of the linguistics of BSL. It's all to do with the placement of where we set that person up. And that's very much part of the language. So you can see that I'm referring back to the same place again where I've set him up originally. I know he's actually not physically there, but it's part of how we do it in our visual space. It is quite complicated till you get the hang of it. But if you point to yourself, my brother, and just say my brother's name is fine. I mean, that's obviously more advanced. If you can set him up in your imaginary space in front of you, that is much clearer, but it's also equally fine. So thank you for your comments, Joan. Your mother's name is Margaret and father's name is Walter. Kellyanne. Mum's name is Angie and dad's name Gary. Lovely. And Kellyanne has one brother and soon to be sister-in-law. Lovely. And Joan has one sister and three brothers. Brilliant. Thank you for your comments. Okay, so hopefully you enjoyed the recap on the family signs, maybe a couple more actually. So grandmother, grandma or grandmother, or just G for granny, granny. So you can see how I'm making the G, tap twice for granny or grandmother. Or nana or nanny, nana or nanny. Grandfather or granddad, granddad. Or grandpa. Some people use that term, grandpa. And this is a sign for uncle. Uncle. Auntie. Auntie. Cousin. Cousin. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so that's a recap on our family signs. When you meet a deaf person, you might want to talk about your family. You might want to say you have brothers and sisters, or you might want to talk about your parents and have a conversation and get to know each other's families. That's always good. Okay, so now I will move on to the topic of today's session, which is our third topic, and it is numbers, as I said. So numbers. Numbers. What I'll do is I will start with the numbers 1 to 10, and you can follow along. First of all, let me make sure that your hand is facing the right direction. So it's the back of your hand facing outwards and the palm towards yourself. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now sometimes you'll see 9 like this. For me, I usually do it like this actually, it's easier. That's sometimes quite difficult to get your fingers into that position. They're not so flexible sometimes. So you can do 9 either way. And 10. You might meet a deaf person who uses different signs for numbers. Again, I said that's to do with the regional variations in different parts of the country. I'm focusing on what people use around the London area. So this is why I'm giving you these signs. So let's go over them again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 looks a bit like the shape of a T. You can get your fingers in that position. Yeah, Kellyanne, I know 9 is very difficult, isn't it? So 4 fingers are pointing upwards, and 9, they're pointing horizontally. So let's practice again, 1 to 10. Just in your own time, have a go at that, maybe for 1 minute. I'll give you 1 minute to just work through the numbers. Okay. Now I will show you 11 to 20. So here we have 11, 11, 12, 12. So again, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Okay, let's do it again. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Hello, Andrew. You're very welcome to our session. Good to have you with us. Okay, so if you want to practice 1 to 20 now in your own time, we'll give you another minute to do that. And then we will go back and try it together. But if you want to just try and remember 1 right through to 20, see if you can manage that yourselves, and then we'll join in together again. Don't worry, Andrew, no pressure at all. I can repeat things again and again as much as needed. Just giving everybody 1 minute to practice what we've done, and then we'll all join back in together again. Okay. So let's get ready to go the whole way together through from 1 to 20. So first time we'll do it with the voiceover, and then second and third times just follow me along without the voiceover. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Now we'll do it again with no voiceover this time, just following the sign language. And we'll do it one more time, and this time we'll get a little bit quicker. Well done, everyone. Brilliant. Now that was very fast, so well done if you kept up. So now I'm going to teach you signs in relation to time and cost, and then we will focus on some signs around Mindspace. This is Mindspace week. Okay, so let's focus on time. So you're pointing to your wrist for what time? Oh, brilliant. Well done, Joan. You kept up. Fabulous. So in relation to time, we've got 1 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. So if you want to practice 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, the movement, and right up to 10 o'clock, just try and see if you can remember all the signs. Okay. So 11 o'clock isn't the same hand movement or twisting. You would probably just sign 11 o'clock in the morning. So 11 in the morning or 11 in the evening. So the 11 doesn't turn like the other numbers 1 to 10. So it's 11 in the evening. So morning, morning. You remember how we say good morning? So that's the same sign. Good morning. And evening, evening. So 12 o'clock, you say 12 o'clock in the afternoon. And that's a sign for afternoon. Or 12 o'clock at night. 12 o'clock at night. So 12 in the afternoon, 12 o'clock at night time. Okay, so let's move on to money. And we will do 1 to 10. So we start from our chin here and we say £1, £2. Sometimes you'll see it done like this onto the palm of the hand. So £1, £2. So it can be done either way, just into space in front or onto the palm of your hand. So £3, £4, £5, £6, £7, £8, £9, £10. Let's do that again from £1, £2, £3, £4, £5, £6, £7, £8, £9, £10. Now, above that, we get £11. So you can see how I'm doing that. And then £12, £13, £20. Okay, so I'll give you a minute just to practice your money signs. Oh, sorry, Kellyanne, that you're maybe missing a few things. I know this happens sometimes. Don't worry. Hopefully, you'll get sorted. Take your time to get your system going again. You can watch again at a later stage if you're missing out on anything, because it's recorded anyway, so you can go back over it as many times as you need. Okay, so hopefully everyone has learned some numbers, and we've done lots to do with the numbers 1 to 20. So as I said, this week is Mindspace week. So I'm going to teach you some really important words or vocabulary that will be useful this week. So let's start with our emotions. So happy, happy. And sad, sad. So we've got happy and sad. Angry, angry. Worried, worried. So we've got angry, that's the sign for angry, and worried. Excited, excited. Relaxed, relaxed. Excited and relaxed. So that's the number 6. Remember, we learned that earlier. So we've got 6 different emotions there. We had happy, sad, angry, worried, excited, and relaxed. Let's do those again. Happy, sad, angry, worried, excited, relaxed. And we'll do it one more time without the voiceover this time. Good. So this is a sign for mental health. Mental health. Mental health. Mental health. And well-being. 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 So again, mental health and well-being. And this is a sign for mindfulness. Mindfulness. So linking the fingers together, coming down from your forehead. Mindfulness or mindful. This is the sign for help. 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 And talk. It's good to talk, isn't it? People like to talk. So that's the sign for talk. And listen. It's good to listen as well. Listen. So talk, have a conversation, chat. That's our sign for conversation. And listen. Listen. So I'm going to go over these signs again. So we had mental health, well-being, mindful or mindfulness, help, talk, and listen. Now that's a lot of signs this morning. So we've covered numbers, and we've covered some signs relevant to Mindspace Week. And if you're overwhelmed, please don't worry. Absolutely, you can always just go back and recap any of the videos again that you want to. You can watch it at your own speed, pause it, go back, have a practice at the signs that we've learned. Take your time. If you're not sure, just scroll back again, watch the clip over again, and just take your time with it. Play around with the video and just take your time. So hopefully everyone enjoyed our session today. Thank you, Joan, for your comments. Thank you all for your time. And thank you very much, Kellyanne, as well, for joining. And thank you, Erin, for joining. And Andrew, lovely to have you. Thank you for joining. Hope everyone enjoyed the session together and anyone else that's watching. And hopefully you have some signs relevant to Mindspace. Thank you, as always, to the Royal Voluntary Service for giving me this opportunity to teach. And also thank you to the interpreter. Everyone, I hope you have a lovely weekend, and I will see you all next time, and bye for now.